It was a normal day at the space monitoring station in Seoul. The scientists were doing their usual work, checking for any strange signals from space. Suddenly, one of the computers started to beep loudly. Dr. Han rushed to the screen. His eyes grew wide as he saw the strange pattern on the monitor. "This can't be," he whispered. He checked the data again and again. There was no doubt. They had received a signal from deep space. Dr. Han called his boss, Dr. Park. "Sir, you need to see this," he said, his voice shaking with excitement. Dr. Park came quickly. He looked at the screen and gasped. "Is this real?" he asked. "Yes, sir," Dr. Han replied. "We've checked it many times. It's a real signal from space, and it's not natural. Someone sent this." Dr. Park nodded slowly. "Call the government," he said. "They need to know about this right away." Within hours, the news spread. The president of Korea called an emergency meeting. Leaders from all over the world joined in. They all agreed on one thing. They needed to investigate this signal. That's where Captain Jae-ho Kim came in. He was the best space pilot Earth had. He commanded the UEA's Thunderbolt, the most advanced spaceship humans had ever built. The Thunderbolt was a secret. Only a few people knew about it. It was Earth's best defense if aliens ever attacked. Captain Kim got his orders. He had to take the Thunderbolt and find out where the signal came from. He gathered his crew and prepared for the mission. On the day of launch, people all over the world watched. The Thunderbolt was revealed to the public for the first time. It was huge and sleek, unlike any spaceship anyone had seen before. Captain Kim stood tall as he walked to the ship. He waved to the cameras, looking calm and confident. Inside, though, his heart was racing. This was the most important mission of his life. As the Thunderbolt took off, Captain Kim thought about what they might find. Would there be aliens? Would they be friendly? He didn't know, but he was ready for anything. The journey took several weeks. The crew worked hard, checking their equipment and practicing for different scenarios. They didn't know what to expect, so they had to be ready for everything. Finally, they'd reached the source of the signal. What they saw made them all gasp. There, floating in space, was a massive structure. It was clearly not natural. Someone had built it. "Sir," said the ship's scanner operator, "I'm picking up lots of activity. There are ships moving around that structure. Hundreds of them, maybe thousands." Captain Kim nodded. He took a deep breath. "Send a message to Earth," he said. "Tell them we found it. We've discovered a vast alien civilization." The crew sent the message. Then they waited. Captain Kim knew that everything would change now. Humans were not alone in the universe. There was a whole civilization out here, with technology far beyond Earth's. As they watched, a small ship came towards them. It was unlike anything they had ever seen. It moved in ways that seemed impossible. "They're hailing us, sir," said the communications officer. Captain Kim straightened his uniform. This was it. The moment humans would make first contact with aliens. "Put them on screen," he said. The screen lit up. What they saw was shocking. The alien didn't look that different from a human. It had 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. But its skin was blue, and it had antennae on its head. The alien spoke. Surprisingly, they could understand it. "Welcome, humans," it said. "We've been waiting for you to find us. We are the Galactic Council, and we have much to discuss." Captain Kim nodded. "We're ready to talk," he said, but in his mind, he was already thinking about what this meant for Earth. Would these aliens be friends or enemies? Only time would tell. As the Thunderbolt prepared to dock with the alien station, Captain Kim sent one last message to Earth. First contact made. Aliens are real. The universe will never be the same. The news of alien contact spread quickly on Earth. People were excited and scared. Governments around the world held emergency meetings. They needed someone to represent Earth in talks with the aliens. They chose Ambassador Soo Min Lee. Ambassador Lee was known for her calm mind and quick thinking. She had helped solve many problems between countries on Earth. Now, she had to help all of Earth talk to aliens. The Thunderbolt returned to Earth to pick up Ambassador Lee. Captain Kim greeted her as she boarded the ship. "Welcome aboard, Ambassador," he said. "Are you ready for this?" Lee nodded. "As ready as I can be," she replied. "Let's hope these aliens are friendly." The Thunderbolt took off again, heading back to the alien space station. This time, Earth watched and waited nervously. When they arrived, the aliens invited them onto the station. Captain Kim, Ambassador Lee, and a small team went aboard. They were amazed by what they saw. The station was huge, with aliens of many different types walking around. A tall green alien met them. "Welcome to the Galactic Council," it said. "I am Sar, the council leader. We have been watching your planet for a long time." Ambassador Lee stepped forward. "Thank you for welcoming us," she said. "We are excited to learn about you and the galaxy." Sar nodded. "Come," it said. "The council is waiting." They followed Sar to a large room. Inside, aliens of all shapes and sizes sat in a circle. Some looked almost human. Others were very strange, with tentacles or multiple eyes. Sar spoke to the council. "The humans have arrived," it said. "They are new to space travel, but they have potential." One alien, who looked like a large insect, spoke up. "They are primitive," it said. "They barely understand space travel. Why should we talk to them as equals?" Ambassador Lee frowned. She didn't like being called primitive, but she stayed calm. "We may be new to space," she said, "but we learn quickly. We have much to offer the galaxy." Another alien, this one looking like a giant jellyfish, floated forward. "What could you possibly offer us?" it asked. "We have technology you can't even dream of." Captain Kim stepped forward. "We offer friendship," he said, "and new ideas. Sometimes fresh eyes see things others miss." The council members muttered among themselves. Some seemed interested. Others looked doubtful. Sar raised a hand for silence. "We'll give the humans a chance," it said. "But they must prove themselves. They must show they can follow our rules." Ambassador Lee nodded. "We are willing to learn your ways," she said, "but we also ask for respect. We may be new to the galaxy, but we are not children." The insect-like alien made an angry noise. "You dare to make demands," it said. "You should be grateful we don't destroy your planet." The room went quiet. Captain Kim's hand moved to his weapon. Ambassador Lee held up a hand to stop him. "Is that how the Galactic Council works?" she asked calmly. "By threatening those weaker than you? On Earth, we call that bullying. We don't like bullies." Sar looked uncomfortable. "Of course not," it said quickly. "Jexte was just joking, wasn't he?" It gave the insect alien a hard look. Jexte made an angry buzzing sound but said nothing more. Ambassador Lee smiled. "Good," she said. "Then let's talk about how Earth can join the galactic community. As friends and partners." The talks went on for hours. Some council members were friendly. Others were not. Ambassador Lee and Captain Kim did their best to show that humans were smart and brave. At the end of the day, Sar spoke to them privately. "You did well," it said. "But be careful. Not everyone in the council likes new races joining. Some will try to keep you out." Captain Kim nodded. "We understand," he said. "But we won't give up. Humans are stubborn that way." As they returned to the Thunderbolt, Ambassador Lee looked worried. "This won't be easy," she said to Captain Kim. "Some of them really don't like us." Captain Kim agreed. "We'll have to be careful," he said. "But we'll show them what humans can do, one way or another." They didn't know it yet, but their words would soon come true. The galaxy was about to learn just how strong and stubborn humans could be. Weeks passed after the first meeting with the Galactic Council. Earth's leaders met often to talk about what to do next. They knew joining the council could bring many good things, but they also worried about losing Earth's freedom. Ambassador Lee worked hard to make deals with the aliens, but it wasn't easy. The Council wanted Earth to follow all their rules. Some of these rules were okay. Others would change how humans lived too much. One day, Ambassador Lee met with the Earth leaders. "The Council wants us to stop all our space programs," she said. "They say only they can decide who goes to space." The room got very quiet. Then someone spoke up. It was General Park, the head of Earth's military. "That's not acceptable," he said. "We can't let aliens control where we go." Others agreed. They decided Earth would not join the Council if it meant giving up their freedom to explore space. Ambassador Lee went back to the Council with Earth's answer. "We're happy to work with you," she told them, "but we won't give up our right to explore space. That's too important to us." The Council didn't like this. Jexta, the insect-like alien, buzzed angrily. "You must obey Council rules," it said. "All races in the galaxy do." Bizarre. The Council leader tried to calm things down. "Perhaps we can find a middle ground," it said, but many Council members shook their heads. As days went by, more problems came up. The Council wanted to put their soldiers on Earth to keep peace. Earth said no. The Council wanted to control Earth's trade with other planets. Earth said no to that too. Some alien races started to get scared of humans. "They don't listen to anyone," one alien leader said. "What if they become dangerous?" Rumors spread about Earth. Some said humans were violent and couldn't be trusted. Others said Earth was hiding powerful weapons. Captain Kim heard these rumors on the space station. He told Ambassador Lee, "They're turning everyone against us," he said. "This is getting dangerous." Ambassador Lee agreed. She sent a message to Earth. "Be careful. The Council is not happy with us. They might do something bad." Back on Earth, leaders started to worry. They ordered the military to be ready, just in case. They also started a secret project to build more ships like the Thunderbolt. One day, a group of Council ships came to Earth. They said they were there to check if Earth was following Council rules. But they brought many warships. General Park didn't like this. "They're trying to scare us," he told the Earth leaders. "We need to show them we're not afraid." The leaders agreed. They sent a message to the Council ships. "You can visit Earth, but your warships must stay far away. If they come too close, we'll think it's an attack." The Council ships didn't like this. They argued and threatened, but Earth didn't back down. Finally, the Council ships left. But everyone knew this was just the start of bigger problems. Ambassador Lee met with Xar one last time. "Why is the Council acting like this?" she asked. "We want to be friends." Xar looked sad. "Many races fear what they don't understand," it said. "And humans are very different. You don't act like other new races. You don't obey without question. This scares some people." "We can't change who we are," Ambassador Lee said. "Humans will always ask questions. We'll always want to be free to make our own choices." Tar nodded. "I know," it said. "That's why I'm worried. I think bad things are coming. Be ready." As Ambassador Lee left the meeting, she felt very worried. She called Captain Kim. "We need to go back to Earth," she said. "I think there might be a war coming." Captain Kim agreed. As they flew back to Earth in the Thunderbolt, they both hoped they were wrong. But deep down, they knew. The peace between Earth and the Galactic Council was ending, and humanity would have to fight for its place among the stars. The situation between Earth and the Galactic Council got worse every day. More alien ships came to Earth's solar system. They said they were just watching, but everyone knew they were really there to scare Earth. Earth's leaders met in secret. They knew they had to do something big to protect the planet. That's when General Park spoke up. "It's time to show them what the Thunderbolt can really do," he said. The room went quiet. The Thunderbolt was Earth's best-kept secret. It wasn't just a spaceship. It was a powerful battleship with weapons the aliens had never seen before. Captain Kim was called to the meeting. "Captain," said the world president, "we need you to lead a mission. Show the aliens we're not weak. But be careful. We don't want to start a war if we can avoid it." Captain Kim nodded. He knew this would be dangerous, but he was ready. The next day, a large group of council ships entered the solar system. They were heading straight for Earth. This was it. The moment Earth had to act. The Thunderbolt took off. As it left Earth, something amazing happened. The ship began to change. Parts moved and shifted. It grew bigger. Powerful weapons appeared. On the council ships, alarms went off. "What is that?" yelled an alien captain. "It's changing shape." The Thunderbolt flew towards the alien fleet. Captain Kim's voice came over the radio. "This is Captain Kim of the UES Thunderbolt. You are entering Earth's space without permission. Turn back now." The alien ships didn't listen. They kept coming. Captain Kim took a deep breath. "Okay," he said to his crew. "Let's show them what we can do." The Thunderbolt moved faster than any ship the aliens had ever seen. It zipped between the big council ships. Its weapons fired, but they didn't destroy the alien ships. Instead, they disabled their engines and weapons. In just a few minutes, half the council fleet was floating in space, unable to move or fight. On the council's main ship, Jex Ted was yelling, "How is this possible? They're primitives. They can't have technology like this." But the proof was right in front of them. The Thunderbolt was more advanced than anything in the council fleet. Captain Kim's voice came over the radio again. "We don't want to fight you, but we will defend ourselves. Leave our solar system now." The council ships that could still move turned around. They ran away as fast as they could. News of what happened spread quickly across the galaxy. Everyone was talking about the amazing Earth ship that beat a whole council fleet. On the Galactic Council space station, there was panic. "How did we not know about this?" One council member asked. "What else are the humans hiding?" Qatar tried to calm everyone down. "We need to talk to the humans," it said. "Find out what they want, before this gets worse." But many council members were too afraid now. They didn't want to talk. They wanted to fight, to destroy the humans before they got too strong. Back on Earth, there was a big party. People cheered for Captain Kim and the Thunderbolt crew. They had protected Earth and shown the galaxy that humans were strong. But Captain Kim and Ambassador Lee weren't celebrating. They met in private with Earth's leaders. "The council will be scared now," Ambassador Lee said. "Scared people do stupid things. We need to be ready." Captain Kim agreed. "They'll come back," he said. "And next time, they'll bring everything they have." The world president nodded. "Then we'll be ready," she said. "Tell our scientists to work faster. We need more ships like the Thunderbolt. And Captain Kim, get your crew ready. The real fight is just beginning." As the meeting ended, Captain Kim looked out a window at the stars. He knew that out there, alien races were afraid of Earth now. But he also knew that fear could lead to war. The Thunderbolt had protected Earth today, but tomorrow, it might have to fight for the survival of the whole human race. News of the Thunderbolt's power spread fast across the galaxy. Alien races everywhere were talking about it. Some were scared. Some were angry. Some were excited. On the Galactic Council space station, things were crazy. Council members argued all day and night. They couldn't agree on what to do about Earth. Jexta, the insect-like alien, was the loudest. "We must destroy the humans now," it buzzed, "before they become too strong." But not everyone agreed. Sar, the council leader, tried to calm things down. "We should talk to the humans," it said. "Maybe we can still be friends." Other aliens had different ideas. One group thought they should try to steal the Thunderbolt's secrets. Another group wanted to offer Earth a special place in the council. While the council argued, some alien races did something surprising. They sent secret messages to Earth. They wanted to be friends. One of these messages came from the Zor, a race of smart, peaceful aliens. "We admire your bravery," they told Earth. "We want to learn from you." Ambassador Lee was happy to hear this. She told Earth's leaders, "Not everyone in the galaxy is against us. We're making some friends, but there was still a lot to worry about." Captain Kim heard rumors that some alien races were building big fleets to attack Earth. He told General Park, "We need to get ready. A big fight is coming." General Park agreed. He ordered factories all over Earth to work day and night. They needed to build more ships like the Thunderbolt. Meanwhile, Earth's scientists were working hard too. They studied the alien technology they had seen. They came up with new ideas to make Earth's ships even better. One day, a young scientist named Min Su had a great idea. She found a way to make the Thunderbolt's special engines even faster. "With this," she said, "we could reach any part of the galaxy in days, not weeks." This was big news. It meant Earth ships could protect human colonies far away in space. It also meant they could surprise any aliens who tried to attack. As Earth got stronger, more alien races started to worry. Some of them went to the Council and said, "You must stop the humans. They're getting too powerful." The Council tried to scare Earth. They sent a message saying, "Stop building ships, or we'll attack you." But Earth didn't stop. Instead, they sent back their own message. Captain Kim spoke for Earth. He said, "We don't want to fight, but we won't let anyone push us around. If you attack us, we'll defend ourselves." This made some council members even more angry, but it also made some of them start to respect humans more. One council member, a wise old alien named Vex, spoke up. "Maybe we've been wrong about the humans," it said. "They're not evil. They just want to be free, like we all do." This made some aliens stop and think. Maybe humans weren't so bad after all. But Jexta and its friends wouldn't listen. They started making secret plans to attack Earth when it wasn't ready. What they didn't know was that Earth was more ready than they thought. Captain Kim and his crew were always on alert. Earth's new ships were almost ready, and their alien friends, like the Zur, were warning them about the Council's plans. One night, as Captain Kim looked at the stars from the Thunderbolt, he thought about everything that had happened. Humans had dreamed about aliens for so long, but no one had thought it would be like this. "We didn't want to fight," he said to himself. "But if that's what it takes to live free, then that's what we'll do." As he watched, he saw a bright light moving in the sky. Another Earth ship on patrol, ready to protect humanity, whatever came next. The galaxy was changing, and humanity was right at the center of it all. The day Earth had been preparing for finally came. Early one morning, alarms went off all over the planet. Huge alien fleets were coming from all directions. General Park called an emergency meeting. "This is it," he said. "The Council is attacking with everything they have." Captain Kim and his crew rushed to the Thunderbolt. As they took off, they saw hundreds of Earth ships joining them. The sky was full of ships, both human and alien. Ambassador Lee spoke to all Earth forces from her command center. "Remember your training," she said. "We're fighting for our freedom, our families, and our future." The battle began. It was bigger than anything anyone had ever seen. Thousands of ships filled the space around Earth, firing weapons and flying in all directions. The Thunderbolt led Earth's defense. Captain Kim's voice was calm as he gave orders. "Focus on their big ships," he said. "Use our speed to stay out of their way." Earth's ships were faster and more clever than the alien ships. They zipped around, hitting the enemy and then moving away quickly. But there were so many alien ships that Earth was having a hard time. On the Council's main ship, Jexta was yelling orders. "Destroy them all," it shouted. "Show no mercy." But not all aliens wanted to fight. Some, like the Zur, refused to attack Earth. "This is wrong," they said, and left the battle. As the fight went on, something unexpected happened. Some alien ships started firing on other alien ships. The Council fleet was breaking apart. Ambassador Lee saw what was happening. "Look," she said, They're fighting each other now. It was true. Many aliens had decided that the Council was wrong to attack Earth. They were now helping to protect the planet. The battle was turning. Earth ships, now helped by friendly aliens, were pushing back the Council fleet. But the fight wasn't over yet. Jexta, seeing that it was losing, decided to do something terrible. It ordered its biggest ship to fly straight at Earth. "If we can't have this planet, no one will," it yelled. Captain Kim saw what was happening. He knew what he had to do. "All ships," he said, "protect Earth. We'll handle the big one." The Thunderbolt flew straight at the huge alien ship. It was a dangerous move. If they crashed, both ships would be destroyed. On Earth, everyone watched nervously. Would Captain Kim and his crew be able to stop the alien ship in time? At the last second, the Thunderbolt fired all its weapons. The alien ship's engines exploded. It started to fall away from Earth, back into space. A cheer went up from every human ship. They had done it. Earth was safe. The remaining Council ships started to run away. The battle was over. Earth had won. As the dust settled, Captain Kim looked out at the stars. He saw Earth ships flying next to friendly alien ships. It was a sight no one had ever expected to see. Ambassador Lee's voice came over the radio. "You did it, Captain," she said. "You saved us all." But Captain Kim shook his head. "We all did it," he said. "Every human, and every alien who chose to stand with us." As the Earth ships flew home, aliens from all over the galaxy started sending messages. They wanted to talk, to make peace, to learn from humans. The Galactic Council was broken. A new age was beginning. And humanity, once thought of as primitive and weak, was now seen as a strong and important part of the galaxy. Captain Kim smiled as he flew the Thunderbolt back to Earth. It had been a hard fight. But now, the whole universe was open to them. What would they discover out there? What new friends would they make? One thing was sure, the adventure was just beginning. 1 year had passed since the Great Battle. Earth had changed a lot. Humans were now part of a bigger galactic community. Ships from many alien worlds came to visit Earth every day. Captain Kim stood on a platform in New York City. He was watching the sky, filled with both human and alien ships. It was still hard to believe sometimes. "Quite a view, isn't it?" said a voice behind him. It was Ambassador Lee. Kim nodded. "A year ago, we thought we were alone in the universe," he said. "Now look at us." They were there for a big meeting. Leaders from all over the galaxy had come to Earth. They were going to talk about making the new Galactic Council, one that was fair to everyone, including humans. The meeting room was full of strange and wonderful aliens. Some looked almost human. Others were very different, with tentacles or glowing skin or more eyes than you could count. Ambassador Lee stood up to speak. "Friends," she said, "we're here to build a new future, one where all races work together, not fight each other." Many aliens nodded. They had seen what fighting led to. Nobody wanted another big war. One alien stood up. It was Kar, the old leader of the Galactic Council. "We made mistakes," it said. "We were afraid of humans because you were different. We're sorry." Captain Kim spoke next. "We understand," he said. "Fear can make anyone do bad things. But now we have a chance to do better." For days, they all talked and made plans. It wasn't easy. Everyone had different ideas. But slowly, they began to agree on some things. They decided to make a new group. They called it the Galactic Alliance. Every race would have a voice in it, no matter how old or young their civilization was. They also made rules about sharing technology. Humans would teach others about their special ships. Other races would share their knowledge too. This way, everyone could explore the galaxy safely. But the most exciting thing was a new project they planned. They were going to build huge ships to explore parts of the galaxy no one had ever seen before. Humans and aliens would work together on these ships. As the meeting ended, everyone felt happy and excited. The galaxy was entering a new age of peace and discovery. Captain Kim was chosen to lead the first big exploration mission. He would command a ship called the Starseeker. Its crew would be humans and aliens working side by side. On the day the Starseeker was ready to leave, huge crowds came to watch. Humans and aliens stood together, cheering as the ship prepared to take off. Ambassador Lee gave a speech. "Today, we take our first step into a bigger universe," she said. "Not as humans, not as aliens, but as galactic citizens, united in our quest for knowledge and understanding." As Captain Kim walked to his ship, he saw many familiar faces. There was Minsu, the scientist who had helped make Earth's ships better. There was Vex, the wise alien who had spoken up for humans. Even Jexte was there, looking much less angry than before. Kim stopped to talk to a group of young humans and aliens. They all wanted to be space explorers one day. "What's out there, Captain?" one young alien asked. Kim smiled. "Wonders we can't even imagine," he said. "And it's our job to find them." As the Starseeker took off, flying towards the stars, Kim thought about everything that had happened. Humans had faced their greatest challenge. They had been brave and strong. And now, they were heading out to see what the universe had to offer. The fear of humanity's battleship had shattered the old Galactic Council. But from those pieces, something better had been built. A future where all races could work together, explore together, and grow together. As Earth faded behind them, Captain Kim gave the order he had dreamed of since he was a child. "Take us to the stars." The adventure was just beginning.